Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of PB Plays in her ANYVERSE. And today, I wanted to start off this video with this little guy right back here. Now, as you may remember last episode, we had an incident with a cow. Nope, a pig. And this time, King of the Hill has segregated this poor chicken. Luckily, he has a built-in defense mechanism which allows this chicken to just... Is this a rooster? Do chickens also have that little waddle in the front? I don't know. This little chicken to this hen, probably since it lays eggs, to float down safely right here. Again, while I was working here, actually chopping down trees, I saw something just float down. And now we could see that sheep precariously perched right there. And his buddy... Or is it? Standing right behind them. What will the conclusion of this King of the Hill be? I don't know, but I think those are the last two players, and one of them is precariously perched there after pushing down the latest victim. Or the latest loser. So, aside from that, I've made a little bit of change here, and I think it looks kind of nice, don't you? I've sort of cleaned up these edges. I've cleared out a little bit more area. I've made this little thing... whatever you want to call it, this little stem a little bit thicker. I've opened up this area and I've introduced a little bit more over here. Still trying to suss some things out. I don't really know exactly what I want to do. Ooh, that's not my button anymore. Let's see. Where are you? Pick block. That button. All right, let's just broop that and broop. Nope. Mistakes, they were made, but luckily... that's an instant mine, and boop. Right there, this is still all grass. Who knows when it'll stop being grass, or if I'll have to manually go in there with some coarse dirt. But yeah, this is a little bit of the changes I've done, a little bit of terraforming. Still working on it. But today, I have a couple of things I want to do, and one of the things I don't know if this is where we're going to end up, but I think I want to work on this and sort of make this like a temporary... storage area, just a temporary place while I look for another area where I want to do like an enormous storage area, because I don't think I want this to be the storage area. At this point, I think I want it to be underground. I think I want to like enter here and just have an elevator that goes down and leads me out somewhere this way. Because I definitely am going to have some underground area. I still haven't seen the comments about this, by the way, about 1 and 2 or 1 and 2. I don't remember which number was which. I'll have to watch the video myself to find out. I know I'm going to want an underground area specifically because I want to be able to look out in this river, which one day will terraform and make look nicer. It is on the list of things to do along with our silos that will provide us some good noms. Noms that aren't these. Because right now, this is what I'm living on, and while that's all fine and dandy, I don't want to just manually make my own food, you know? Like, that's just lame. So I still have these, our prototypes, right down here. Occasionally, I'll walk in here to get some supplies, and there'll just be a random, like, pumpkin laying about. So it's the most inefficient pumpkin farm ever because I don't ever walk in here. I also have this going on, and we're still trying to figure some stuff out, but that's okay because that's not the purpose of today's episode. Next, I think I'm going to go set up our beacon because I think I finally have enough blocks. Let me just go find a suitable location, and then I need to make one of these picks efficiency 5. I don't have an efficiency 5 pick, because I didn't think I was going to get one so quickly. So I have this pick and I have that pick. So maybe I'm going to put some efficiency 5 on this. I don't have any unbreaking books though. And this is already on its sort of last legs. I've only done this one once, so maybe this will be my new efficiency 5. But as you can see here, I have a ton of new blocks and I'm excited to go and use them on a beacon. So let me go find a suitable place because I don't want it around here because I do not need a big area of darkness and sadness down here. Aside from all of the just large caves that are in this general vicinity, I don't want to tempt fate anymore because I want to make this and this mob farm and this eventual witch farm to be the most efficient they can possibly be. I'm also going to go out and do a little bit of exploration, try to get some more fish for our to, for our little buddy over here. We should give little buddy a name. I don't know what name to give you, little guy, but we should definitely give you a name because you've been with us for a while, longer than most things in this world. So we'll name you something. We'll figure it out. I have a couple of name tags. I'm down. All right, so I'm gonna go search around to a place. Before I go. One more thing, as Uncle might say. I want to also scout out a location for our future villager trading hall. I talked about it a little bit on the podcast, and I don't remember if I made the cut or not. I had to cut out a couple of things because it was a very long podcast. Would you guys mind having longer podcasts? I know I try to set them to at least 30 minutes. And sometimes I feel like we're going to go short, and I leave some things in that I probably shouldn't. But this time it was very long. I was very shockingly a talky episode, which was great. But I don't know if I let it in. But let me know if you guys wouldn't mind having some longer episodes. Man, this area is it looks nice, I need to get a new skybox. There's nothing wrong with this skybox. It's just boring. All right, so yeah, I'm going to go scout around for an area not only for our beacon but also a nice roof forest area because I want to recreate my very first villager trading hall, kind of, because that was very low tech because things were kind of low tech back in those days. So I'm gonna go do a little bit of exploration and bring you guys back in once I get something interesting. All right, see you guys there. All right, and as I trudge through this forest, I want to show you guys my marker of how I know I'm going the right way. So this is literally right over there. You can see our boxes for our mob spawner. And over here, through the leaves, you can kind of see it. There's just a bunch of floating blocks here. I saw them while I was walking down here and I was like, what? It's not even a chunk. Maybe it's two chunks, right next to each other? I don't know, but that's the weirdest thing, eh? You don't see that very often. It's just an entire ring. We're definitely going to have to do something with that in the future, but that's where I originally was going to put the beacon. However, I dug straight down and there was just a 4 ravines cutting into each other all the way down to basically bedrock level, or at least lava level. So it was just lava lakes all around me. And as you can see here, this is where I chose instead. A little bit farther forward, there is a cave right there where you heard all those bad things. But this is where I decided to put it. So I didn't bring my ender chest. Oh no. It's the ladder climb of shame. I forgot my ender chest. Feels bad, man. As I do this walk of shame back to our base to get that ender chest, did I ever show you guys this? I just have a zombie spawner on the side of this. I didn't open this up. This was a natural little opening. I think I opened it a little bit just so I could maneuver a little bit better. But yeah, that's just there on the side of our mountain. You can see right there's our mob spawner, or our mob thing, which I am going to start working on sooner rather than later, actually, though. I do need, I think, some drops from them. I'm going to need gunpowder sooner rather than later, I think. So I think I might work on that before I work on the witch farm. Just because I think the witch farm is going to be a little bit more high maintenance. And I want to have a little bit better infrastructure set up. Because I think I might want to do a sword system in the overworld. Where I send the things over here at the end of the day. But again, I think I'm going to want a bunch of shoulder boxes. And I'm starting to wonder whether or not I want to reset my end constantly. If I want to go exploring and then once I feel like I've gone far enough, I've done a 10,000 by 10,000, I'll just come back and reset the end and then go at it again. I don't know. I'll definitely consider it. But here's the ender chest that I definitely just let stay there. Poor guy. All right, back to where we were. We have a pink sheep. Pink sheeps are the rarest sheep coloration you can get. And we have one right here. Holy smokes. I had no idea. Well, now I'm glad that I didn't let any of those... Are you just cod? You are cod. I'm glad I didn't let any of those gnarly wolves get at you. All right, then. That's right next to our place. I'm constantly on the lookout for pink sheep because they're one of the rarest things in Minecraft. That's so cool. All right. You're gonna keep on keeping on. Bloop. All right, as I was saying, look, we have a hole here for our beacon down here. All set up and ready for the beacon block. Get out of here, you fiend. These are the ores I got just from digging out this area, by the way. These were actually 8 ores, but I needed these ores for a specific different reason. So, Beaconator and bring home the beacon. And for our first beacon, let's, do it right. Let's use a diamond. Give us some haste to Lego. Lego. And bloop, bloop. Ooh, even more diamonds. These diamonds, I'm not even going to lie to you guys, were, I think, somewhere in this proximity, somewhere around here. Or maybe over here. They were like, I saw them as I was digging down the shaft to make sure I wasn't going to drop myself into lava. Wow, these are a whole 8 too. I got 8 from the other one too. I'll be honest with you also. I found 1 diamond ore where I was in when I dropped onto the other portal or to the other place I wanted to begin. However, a creeper blew it up before I was able to do anything with it. So already I'm already done. That's all I needed. All I needed were diamonds. And I got more diamonds. I need to also replenish my my poor iron stash because I used it all for this. But as you can see, finding iron now is going to be so simple and easy. Being down at this level, of which I'm at 5. I'm at level 5, so I don't have to get in the way of any of the bedrock around the area because that becomes problematic pretty quickly. I'm going to be able to finally repair this without feeling bad because I only had 1 diamond left before, so I didn't want to use it on this guy, but now I can. I also did you guys see all of the new icons? They look pretty nice. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of what they did. I also made this a silk touch pick just because I use regular stone and stone bricks way more often than I use cobblestone. Though I am going to need cobblestone for the future, so I am going to make a variant of this pick without the silk touch. Which, by the way, is an efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and regular silk touch. I was going to say silk touch 1, but that's not what it's called anymore. Also, all of this redstone goodness, oh, give it to me. I use so much redstone so often now. So I'm going to continue doing this. Oh, look at it. It looks so nice and red. I'm going to continue doing this, see what I end up getting. I'll probably do an entire pick's worth before and more iron. This is beautiful. I couldn't have asked for better. I couldn't ask for better, friends. I'm probably going to go through an entire pick's worth of mining before I head back to my base, in which we'll continue working on our pond because it is the end. This is the last February episode. Next episode is going to be in March, in which we have this whole new challenge ready for us. And again, if you guys have any ideas for any goals you would like us to do or try to attempt and achieve, all of us as a group, feel free to put them down in the comments section of any of our videos, and we will be sure to bring them up during our little meetings before our podcast recordings and stuff like that, which, letting you guys know, we're still doing the podcast. If you're subscribed here, you'll know that because I upload it here on this channel. And also we have it on podcast.com if RSS feeds are your thing and you'd rather get that automatically down on your feed. You have that available over on podcast.com with the AnyVerse Minecraft podcast, which you can just search for or just look down in link dump down below and you'll find the link to the podcast. But yeah, that's enough jabbering for now. I'm going to continue doing this and you guys can continue watching as I continue on over in the pond. Okay, and here we have it right here. This is our pond. And as you can see, we have some visitors in there. Oh my gosh, hello? Can you get out? I'm trying to show the people our beautiful new pond. So, as I said, I wanted it to be sort of inside this. Oh my god, all the bad things. I have to show you this at night. And now you know that I haven't lit up any of this area. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. So, let's take away those things and these flowers. So this is what we have. So I wanted it to be here underground, kind of, because it ended up being like we started here and then we ended up on the other side of the mountain. But I've done a little bit more shaping, just a little bit. I've added some diorite around because I'm playing with the idea of adding more diorite in the exposed area since we're in the... I don't have any extra diorite, but because we're in the birch forest, this block matches a little bit with this block. If you like squint a little bit and really, really don't think about it too hard. See, they have some of the same undertones. Do you see them? Do you see them? I kind of see them. These little like pink little doodads here, these pink purpley gray things, they also exist over here on these. Kind of, except it's not really a purple, but that gray is the same gray. This gray, I think, is the same gray. Anyways, not the point, but I want to incorporate a few more diorite things around, and I thought this would be a great place to start. I also threw down a couple of glass panes all over the place just to see how I like them. I'll probably move them around here and there, so this might look different in other videos, but for now this is what we have. I've put down some lighting. Oh my god, we caught that one live. Oh my gosh, we caught that one live. King of the Hill. It's getting more and more brutal every day. Last time it was a chicken and now we just got a sheep. Oh my gosh, I told you not to stand there so precariously, Mr. Sheep. All right, well, I think honestly this guy's gonna win despite not being right on top, unless this guy jumps down here and bumps this guy out, which would be what like a champ, you know? I've put down a couple of flowers because I want this to be, I don't want to say desaturated, but not very, kind of more monochromatic. The color is a little bit more muted in the pastels. So totally not what I do, but when I think about an office, this is what I think of. I think about these muted whites and grays and whites and some like really low toned pinks and stuff like that. Even though this is a very saturated pink, as I found out, I remember it being a little bit more unsaturated, but that was just me. I never build with those flowers, and I've spammed a lot of the grass around. And as you guys know, I have a data pack that changes my grass, or not a data pack, a resource pack. Variant grass. So that gives me a little bit more spice in my life instead of that boring old grass. Anyways, you can also say I played around with burying some of these things. So because they're too tall, I wanted them not so tall here in the front. So I would just break out a block like this one, throw it down, and then throw some of this about, so you can't really see that's happening, you know, a little bit of illusionary work. But the last thing I want to do, aside from here, some sea pickles around, and also in some areas I put down some glowstone. There we go, some glowstone. And over here on this area too, I didn't do any of the sunken ones over here, sunken flowers, but I did put down a couple of more of these things. But for the last thing I want to do with you guys is I went over to go get these pickles, and I also picked up some fish to accompany our fish. So let's go name that guy really quickly. Okay, and I think I'm gonna name this guy, this little dude, after one of my good friends and also one of my subs over on twitch.tv/ppplaysInside. I'm gonna name this guy Indoor Adventurer. The Indoor Adventurer, because what more of an apt name for this little dude than the Indoor Adventurer? Where are you? See, he matches very, very well. Let's just bloop, Indoor Adventurer. Let's pick you up and hope that you keep your name. You do. Now let's go place. As you can see, it's daytime, so you'll get a little bit of a daytime glimpse on this. The nice thing about this new pond is that it gives me a better way to get from this side to the other side. So, indoor adventurer, welcome to your new home. I hope you enjoy it. There he goes. Goodbye, indoor adventurer. I also have a few new friends for indoor adventurer. I have a red-lipped blenny, a red snapper, and an emperor red snapper. So here's our little blenny. Look at that little guy. Ooh, aren't you little cutie? We have our little emperor, little white and red. And while over here we just have this red, gray little guy and that really big eye. And then last but not least, our great emperor fish. This guy, which looks a lot like that guy, except his dorsal fins, are they called dorsal fins? His fins are a lot bigger, up and down. Now, I didn't have many buckets or iron with me to be able to get buckets of fish because I wasn't really planning on it. But this one day, I'm going to fill up with way more fish than are in here right now. So, if I'm trying to keep with this, like, I was trying to find people that matched with indoor, you know? Indoor is like an all black fish, and we have to fit with him. So now he has his own little school there. Little happiness right there. If you guys have any ideas of how I should name these fish, feel free to let me know down below. Or maybe, like, tell me down below in the comments if you want me to name one of these fish after you. If so, tell me which one. And if more than one of you want to be named the same fish, I'll just go find another fish that looks exactly like it. Because I want more of these. I just didn't have the buckets for it. Anyways, that's what we're going to leave it off here today for. We have our beautiful new fish back there, our beautiful new pond, and that still needs some work just because how kind of janky the location is, but it's fine. It works, kind of. I also ran out of glass, so, you know, that's the thing. I also saw your votes. You guys voted for one, so I will be adjusting this accordingly for the next episode. But for today, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to be nice to each other. Don't forget to be compassionate. Don't forget to go watch the podcast here on this channel or over on podcast.com, link down below, to listen to all of us talking about this stuff. And also, I cannot wait for you guys to find out what next month's episode or next month's goal is going to be. So February goal, pond, done. Check, and we're out. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you liked the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.